Hello, and welcome to the first video in the beginner's guide to MATLAB. In this video I am going to show you what the MATLAB environment is, how to define a variable, and how to do some basic operations in MATLAB. So let's go. When you open up MATLAB, you see this environment. This is the command window where you can type your commands and run them. Next, we have the workspace, which gives you a list of defined variables. Then we have the command history, which is a helpful window that stores a copy of your previous commands in case you need them. In order to type a command, the cursor must be placed next to this symbol. After typing the command, you can run it by pressing enter. For example, I type x equals to 5, and when I hit enter, the system gives me a response. And in the workspace, I can see a new variable named x, which contains the value 5. I can define more variables. I type c equals to 10, the system gives me a response, the variable is defined, and the command is stored in the command history. Then I type my_var equals to -1. You can notice that by putting a semicolon at the end of the line, the response is suppressed, but we have defined the variable alright. You can think of a variable as a container. Each variable contains a value, and these values can be recalled when necessary. Remember that variables in MATLAB are case sensitive, so if I recall capital X, the system gives me an error. Since we haven't defined capital X, we just defined a small x. In the last part of this episode, I want to introduce MATLAB Editor. Since you cannot edit your commands in the command window, it is very convenient to open an editor where you can correct your mistakes. If I type edit example01, an editor will pop up. This is called an M file because its format is .m. I can type my commands in the editor and execute it simply by pressing F5 button on my keyboard or clicking right here. Here I type y equals to 5 to the power of 2 times 3 plus 20 divided by 2. Please take a moment and guess what the answer will be. I run it by pressing F5 and the answer is 85. As you probably know, in MATLAB, like any other calculator, the top priority is the power operator. Then we have multiplication and division, and then addition and subtraction. There are more reasons why it is better to use M files. It allows you to execute more than a few lines of code. The program will be used again. It can be saved permanently, it can be revised and upgraded multiple times, and it allows you to transfer your code to another person or organization. In the next tutorial, we will learn about vectors and matrices, so please hit the subscribe button to make sure you won't miss any tutorials.